Yeah, I mean, an 11 win streak is pretty telling. It's not an angle I think I've ever seen held on Anubis, and it works wonders. Look at that. In tandem with Roman, takes down 2, and I think Saw might just have this one on knockdown.
Jerks is playing like an absolute madman so far this year. The guy's on fire.
Saw's pistol rounds are so well rehearsed. I'm sure they could run that strategy with any weaponry, and it would come out in their favor, but that opening engagement does favor Bad News Eagles quite nicely there. They pick themselves up a Galil, but Ujerks, I think this is where he starts farming a bit.
Ooh, and you don't want to let him farm. He's going to grab himself an...
Wow, that is a boatload of util, and nobody can see anything. Roman and Rigon, they go blow for blow, but Rigon, the sneaky Swiss at the back of the site, finds yet another into the 3v. The util is expended, and GXX, oh no, he sees the header just, and they don't realize it.
As that smoke goes in and one on top of the bomb here, they're desperate to spam down range, but a lot of time for things to figure out. But look at this flash setup. Oh, but Rigon again taking a nice forward angle here. Look at this off angle, but again, the flashes from Stories. The setup is so immaculate, and Just is going to catch GXX with a molly. The flank is being held by Story. One in a second. He's got the util to open up rounds, but he's got the closer as well.
Well, they're here. They're playing it out.
Yeah, there's no question about it. You can see, out of the gates there. Oh my god, that was... players here. They are so well prepared for this aggression.
Yeah, Scenario gets a nice shot off with his rifle. Ujerks and Roman, they trade on back, and Materis finds 1-2. Hero M4 still doing work on the back of Juan Fletcher, though, as the IGL of Saw is dropped, and it's all up to Roman now in the 1v2. It's not going to happen when Fletcher strikes again.
Yeah, that was super solid. Luckily, they did have 5 players there as well, which is a great read. There's that back and forth, but look at this turn from Juan Fletcher. He nails 2 while the molly's still going on in connector. What a heroic fight right there coming through, and GXX... I did another one. That HE, I was going to say, so near...
Saw they themselves are forced onto an eco, and yeah, it's not looking fantastic at the moment, with only a single upgraded pistol to go. It's just going to be another day. The Rangers, Ujerks might have started off with an ace, but Scenario ensures that his teammate can't steal one of his own with the ecos. GXX tapping away.
We see teams really start to figure out their CT side. It's up in the air. What is that?
Wow.
Ujerks just catches him on the edge of the smoke. I don't even know what he saw right there. Trying to stay alive, trying to buy so much time. And look at this, look.
Rigon sits with a single point of health. Creeping in from middle, catches the back of Scenario, and this is a massive opener. No way you can pre-aim this angle as an ulti. It's just not common enough.
And now he's smoked off here. He's not able to bypass it. Roman anticipating Rigon's aggression and could spiral here. Again, the complications arriving onto this A bomb site for this time GXX. He has to figure out a way to dance between these angles, and he will.
A cracker of a shot onto Materis there as Roman drops a Molotov to force Synopsy out of position. I like the way the defense is quite fluid in their positionings as those 2 kills come through as smooth as butter. But Fletcher catches another off guard. Story down, leaving just in a 1v4. Pressured upon, Materis takes a lot of damage, but no, Roman ensures with the Tech 9 it will be enough. Scenario to trade, but Story straight back in with another. Isn't quite deep enough, and neither is the Molotov. Bomb should be planted as Just gets another cracking kill, but Rigon trades in with an HE, but not for long. God. Loving the aggression here.
Everyone's low though. And you can see GXX picking up a rifle, be able to land these fights. GXX moving through towards connector. He lands the first, but even lower HP. Now, the bomb isn't planted for Justice. He really has to make a move on, and he will fall. GXX.
Keen to show why. They're 3 spots higher in the rankings. Materis. These Eagles have a very low HP player in Synopsy.
Great work and more proactivity coming through from Sinir. An opportunity capitalized on to Roman. Completely blindsided by this aggression in towards water, but chance at the jump on them. Now that allows Juan Fletcher to peek out.
A couple of rounds ago as he's going to find the Scenarios there overwatching. Very low HP on the Star Rifler, and even less on Scenario. He's been removed, but Materis, at least for now, he's cut off by fire and flame. Needs to be so damn careful here. If he overextends, he could go down as Juan Fletcher.
Hold off here, Synopsy. Oh, that's a freebie kill. Catching Materis. Trying to push the smoke, and even more. He's just raining down from above. Roman and Story have no say in this round. Ujerks scratching his head. As shots rattle off, he gets...
So again, that does mean less anti-stratting for Saw, is it?
On the rifle rounds in particular, again, those fast reactions continue to play out.
No.
They've always got this constantly in your face, never allowing map control to be taken, and we're seeing it every step of the way. Just having a little bit of fun right now. As he finds another one, how much more can he gather here? Making around a bit interesting, but he's getting flanked right now, blindsided by Synopsy.
Going onto the end of their T-side, and then it was a 16-13 finish because they couldn't get a single T-side round on the board. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but GX!
Ooh, that spam is stunning. Rigon's able to dodge the flash as well. No success coming through. They're getting able to call in some rotations here. And Story doing some decent damage. It's all surely would get smoked off here. We've seen them attempt it, but Udrix actually takes the fight and just perfectly playing those angles. They are getting collapsed in upon. It doesn't matter. 2 kills kill the feed. GXX going to dive past the smoke. He's staying alive.
Fully rotated in yet, and that smoke, it buys him so much space.
Oh my god.
Just, are you kidding me? On Flatro remove before he can even see the opposition. Cineri, this is a risky play. He pushed in the smoke.
The way that you isolate these tools is going to be so difficult, but GXX does a good job so far. There's the fight from Udrix still. Leveling out the playing field. Rigon now in a 1v1 situation. He has a smoke as well. He just needs to fully stick it though. Story, he dives through it again. Is there enough time? It's going to be so close. Rigon, does he have it? No, he does not. And Saw close out the half with 5. Just
Gorgeous Utah rains down towards CA bomb site, but they're not going to activate off the back of it. Instead, they charge down middle. Just deals with Synopsy quite quickly. Udrix chimes on in. Rigon will trade though as the B bomb site's heavily under threat. Just
the heavy presence of mid. They sold a bit of an A fake there, and all the rotations were far too delayed. Rigon finding 2 more kills, and the pistol looking to be closed out pretty easily in a 1v3 Story. Gets left in the round. There is some movements that need to be made soon. The flash coming through on a Synopsy. He's not blinded up, but the kill still comes through. And now Story needs to anticipate this aggression. Ready for it, but the kill's still flooding in favor of
the likes of a very informed Bad News Eagles. Roman peeks the corner, but Juan Flatcho.
Rigon tossing in a nasty little HP to deal with Roman. That's about half his HP chunked off, and the rest finished off. Rigon really tearing through this CT side, and Synopsy stuck his way all the way through mid, cutting off rotations before they can never lift off, before they even realize it.
I'm assuming they're changing their Instaban, but then again, they have literally just been playing everything. Just might get away with a cheeky rifle here. He decapitates one with a P250, but no.
A lot of maps that maybe they historically haven't. Good utility tossed in though, but now and a prime opportunity to find one. But he hears a scope right around the corner. Oh, Story gonna go down. Scopes in, but he's revealed his position and he's getting closed in from A main as well. Synopsy has the rotations cut off. This is all fallen to pieces, and it's all at the hand of Juan Flacho's mid lurk right there.
Especially if he can isolate a jewel towards the back of the site. Now edging further forward. Teneri first in line. Won't even be removed.
Saw that are on another one of these awkward buys. NiKo here, and they're faced up against the B rush. Just straight aggression coming through, and it's a round 1. You can almost lock it in. 5v3 with an instant. Oh my god. Rigon, get yourself another ace.
It's ridiculous, man. I don't know how Rigon's able to do this so consistently. Juan Flatro will deny the ace opportunity, but...
Moment here, you could see anyone on this team just step up with a big multi-kill. That's much more double up. Might be a bit of...
I like to call this position the deadly dodgeball corner, because it is just throwing offensive util at each other for pretty much the entire round. And Udrix, he wins out this game of deadly dodgeball as he decides to pull out a gun, which isn't very fair. As Cineri pulls out a 2K from nowhere. Story misses a crucial shot, only legs him on the cross. Can he get away? My goodness!
No way.
Why did he turn his back at a time like that? GXX,
oh my god,
what a 2K from him as well!
GXX versus Roman. The head-to-head's gonna be met towards mid. They're just treading water a little bit, right? That's the key detail here. They're still not in a great position. The money's not all that nice. Waiting for this aggression. Look at this angle though. Roman setting himself up for success. GXX anticipating it. This time he gets a no-scope of his own. A little bit of revenge for GXX.
There's a MOUZ here. It's fired a bomb by quite a long one. Juan Fletcher and Synopsy. Oh, it's over! It's over! It's like certainly unique at the moment, but I reckon it'll become more commonplace. I mean, FaZe have done it as well on this very map against outsiders. And Story, well, he starts the fragging. Flatro took a couple of sound cues behind that smoke and decides to drop another one to delay further, but Synopsy won't be delayed. Instead, straight into the fragging stream. He's just in a 3v3, but not for long as Synopsy. That is a gorgeous frag on the dastardly dueling Materials. Tries to trade on back. It's a real struggle here as he does catch Rigon. The GXX left in a 1v1. He will check out Story, and it's a flying frag to fine.
Yeah, it would be so insane here. Is Rigon locking down another one of these excellent A site holds that he's been able to do on Anubis as well, but only good for one on Synopsy. A lot of change onto Story though. Down to 28 HP here. He's put on notice it's going to be required of his teammate Muteris over in towards Cave to get the damage done, but now everyone's falling to bits. Everyone's overwhelming and
not rushed, but significantly less confident, and it's no surprise as GXX, he's just running down with dual Berettas in a gun round, because why not?
most likely nothing here unless he can land a headshot, which he does not. No, just Molly there.
Eagles is like a nice first hurdle, as just does at least take good mid control, and that is one thing that's sort of very good at, but not for long as GXX, he's back in for another one! Oh no, it's collapsing at the seams!
Really gonna do too much surely in the long run. Just miss another shot, but yeah, that's the key.
Got two pistols up close and personal, needs to be so careful here as Just actually finds the head. Did M42 their tally, but Rigon looks to patch that up quite swiftly. Materis has been spotted, finds the first but not the second.
Taking a little bit of flack for that. What's their avenue of approach here? That's a nice start to the retake there. Effort, Udrix claims another life though, and will that deter? No, GXX waits for that re-aggression and not baited out at all. Just gonna remain in the corner.
Okay.
That should be the round locked in.
Something I've already complimented them on, but GXX compliments to the chef, cooks up a storm towards the B-bomb site, catches Udrix completely off guard, and Materis is quick to trade things out, but GXX is there for more.
This ASAP here, he's sticking around though, and Juan Flautro sure to fall over towards the middle. That's a freebie for Materis. Can he get another one? You're dancing between the angles. He has fallen.
Do they clear their corners? Roman. Oh, he clears the wrong one first, and Cineri finally an opportunity to strike, but a lovely frag from the youngster and shined by his counterpart in GXX thus far, but this could be his time to shine. The guy is a madman, obviously trying to keep money in his back pocket for the AWP.
Going to be included in that mix, but he walks right into the crosshair. 5 seconds, he has to buy time. He has to nail these shots, and they all sneak past him. A bit of problems arriving, but he can't find one.
So, that's actually a flawless round they could be posting up here, and his story cuts down Cineri.
Building up some nice foundations here. Udrix continuing to have a good little performance for himself. There's a head spot there, a little bit of alarm bell ringing for Story. Last player is known.
On the source side of Cineri.
A bit of a weird bounce on that one. I don't even know what it landed on, but this proved to be misfortunate there. Oh, Story. He's going to favor it. Jerks an opportunity. He's certainly favored in this exchange as he takes two.
Events like Pokemon cards out here on the source side. As Story picks up another frag onto Rigon and Synopsy. He's not equipped to trade. Massive loss to be taking as their economy still not in a... Well, I say here, he's got plenty of cash in his back pocket, and it should be...
So much resources towards mid, so... Re-aggression comes true in Muteris. That could not be any worse on the timing on the jump up right there. They look for even more success here. The dive in towards the middle, though, taking place, and this is the crunch they were hoping for. Roman.
I do genuinely feel that the whole game is becoming more T-sided recently, especially as, my god, Just, was that a double one-tap from downrange middle?
It's a 5v5 retake with so much time left on the clock and one less player.
Ooh, that's a bit of a miss there from Story. Looking like he ran out of mouse mat as Rigon trades on through. The tough 4v4 here for both sides, but Manflatra removing one of the star youngsters of sort is alive on 2 HP. Someone tickle him and he'll kill over. Materis, though, does him a nice scalp massage through the box and finishes off onto the body. 2v2 continues as Just... Oh, it's a very messy spray, but Roman gets it over the line and Saw finds 7.
But we'll see if they can work around these MP9s. Oh, they're so very blind. Story again with this utility. Good on Cineri.
Oh no. Okay,
Oh,
they do
wow.
clear him. That was almost another trigger discipline moment. I was hoping it wasn't quite going to be as messy. There's no way in hell they win out with 2v5, especially with this lack of util. Almost going down as poor old Synopsy, and he does eventually, especially in that flash department. I'm curious to see what is...
Facilitate a lot of success here. It's Just, he might have heard those footsteps, but I don't think he has here. Juan Flautro, an absolute field day in the opener department here. He goes for more though, swings for the fences and...
Even more proactive towards B lane. That smoke will slow them down ever further. In fact, no, I'm mistaken. Ujax is just going to run straight through it. Synopsy goes down. And my god, Saw, the entries are insane! He's snapping all over the shop as Ujax does another one thing that he can do to stop it. Yeah, that second kill was ridiculous from Ujax, and the fact he survives long enough for the third is a testament to just how good that guy is. He's done it again.
I was talking about it being super worrisome, right? When you get a star impact player like that leveled up. Look how careful Story's playing around these angles. You might want to call in for some support there. That's exactly why. GXX head on the swivel there.
Tearing him down. Won't quite get the opportunity to frag him, as instead it's uJokes. The whole of Ancient has just looked like unnecessary overextensions with no trade opportunities in Story.
Rigon, you said he had to level up here. I feel like, you know, in his short chances to land shots on A, he's been doing a good job. And he does it again. I mean, give it a little bit of time. The issue is the other two players are going in through Donut. And
with the bomb so isolated and Synopsy up so close and personal, he's just removed uJokes, leaving just in a 1v3. Debate out a shot from Rigon, perhaps. And the smoke does fall, but I think the smoke's a bit too shallow. Not that it's because they are definitely no slouch. They're not unfamiliar with the territory. It's just is not unfamiliar with a 2K on those dastardly Julies. He keeps on spamming away. He's good for another one. Synopsy falls to them as well, and GXX only good for the single in reply. Vincere now tries to chime on in as well, and no way have we just gotten to a 2v2 from that. Poor old Just does everything he needs to as OneFlatro bags himself another. Berettas, they say two guns are better than one, but can he deal a kill off the two players? No, we can't.
And they could have with that pistol.
Yeah, Rigon. Flatro getting shot at on the flip side.
For that wide swing here, but now he gets himself even further tucked in. It's all a game of timing right now on this flank, but immediately clothesline and Story. Can he find a second? It would be massive. GXX not turning the corner there, but eventually will. Eventually we'll be able to find the kill, and Synopsy covers. He knows where the last player is as well. Dinky making his job even more difficult. Reloads taking place. Coverage for one Just. He's
in the bomb, but it's not really going to matter. He gets away with a Galil, which isn't the best.
Armor as well, but outside of that, nothing too crazy, right? They'll still keep it relatively calm and mid-control here. It does land him one kill, but the MAC-10 just chews through them.
He's the third player to my tally now, who still uses that over the 5-7 as uJokes, by God, actually made this round a possibility. Just wants another in towards it. Has gone down to Remain, but uJokes is just repositioned. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
5 in 16 right now. He's not got a single kill in the second half yet, but that smoke is clinical. But so is that shot from Story. Roman another. By God, Saw, what a performance thus far.
OneFlatro to 1v4 has to fight his way out of this one. Knife is out, and the
trying to support OneFlatro as again he goes very aggressive, and by God, what a shot onto uJokes to start things off.
Oh, there it is. Opsy has been able to tuck himself in towards CT spawn, catching Roman off guard, cutting off rotations as well. One more deagle shot in him, no.
In tandem with the man in Mutiris. Story's just been spotted towards Donut, and no way he reads this angle.
It's a force buy in return here. MP9's in play. A lot of utility tossed in their way here. It's a back and forth, and Tenary's gonna land it on a Just. Rigon dives through the smoke. And immediately we've got ourselves into a little 4v3 scenario. He does get run down, but that's allowed for the B players to
teammates to come up behind him as smoke is deployed. And it's a nice double swing. GXX shoots right in the midst of the pair of them. So not just a trade on out, but OneFlatro is the kingpin, hiding in towards Ninja. Mutiris doesn't even find the first.
A little bit of a momentum stopper with that last round on the CT side, and then they bring that same energy into the next half. It's a freebie round here. They just dive out in towards a mid-smoke.
I'm watching one of the Saw franchise films here as Bad News Eagles lay so many traps, and all of them triggered by the poor defense. Oh, that's a nice one from Just there, though. But again, I don't think it'll have much impact, at least on this round, as Roman brutally decapitated. Just finds 2 with the C-set as all habits die hard. And so does Scenery to that AK.
As OneFlatro up the ramp again, looking to take all the different angles. It's actually Rigon that finds the first. And OneFlatro looking for the second, though. He doesn't cover the right angles. Just needs to hold his spray, hold his nerve. He's good for 3. And Story remains feet planted on that B side, rather A side here. This is a second shot, but he will not miss a third.
Will have a bombardment coming through towards his position at a moment's notice. GXX ensures that he won't survive long enough to deny the bombardment, and that is fantastic. Isolating Mutiris. He's going to get nothing done, and Saw they're starting to crumble. Oh, dearie me. Synopsy as well with the mid lurk. Catches the AWPer, gets the AWP, and Ujux does manage to deny a further frag, but Juan Flatro ensures.
Unlike this, where you know you just have to lock things down from Roman, right? You know that you just got to be good for 2. We saw.
Well, recently they beat one with 19-16, but that was before the switch of coach, the switch of changes in the roster as Zeneri. I don't know what I've just watched. He entry, but Rigon shoots his teammate in the back. Ujux, as he continues to dance around the back lines with his teammates picking up the pace.
Oh my God.
Picking up a frag with GXX, with Teres.
Reposition. Right into the open arms. Teres gets.
He'll be picking up the pace, but can he pick up that open frag? More importantly, just no! Never turn your back in that position. Zeneri on the Mac 10 starts the farming. Flatro finds another 4, but now they've got that extra advantage. And Muteris has found Rigon on the red flag. Ujux, it's another!
Muteris Surfer seeing. He does turn though, Rigon. A 6th sense right there. He swapped out 1. Now he has to isolate the last 2 jerks. How? The red room position here. Rigon able to adjust in time. Awkward exchange, but it favors the T side only for so long as you jerks.
Very much already be a Bad News Eagles victory. Story has also chimed on in to help as just he found his footing. GXX quite the opposite. Swept off his feet by that frag. Van Flatro. Very winnable 2 versus 1 as this game continues to get crazy. Has felt like a gun round. The Pistols, yeah, they beat rifles every day of the week. The half-bite, but he's had his lights knocked out in this one. Ujux dances around the back column, but Zeneri closes in on him.
Flatro in a position in which he's thrived before. A nice and chunky HE, but it puts even more pressure and that smoke fades.
Levels his way down middle. Great mid-control here from Saw, but Rigon looks to get cheeky with it. Ujux strikes first. Mutiris another.
Position. Story is inching forward. Zeneri catches a shoulder, and he does land a kill. An all-important one that opens up this B side, but can they still recover? As Ujux just catches a nice angle.
10% deposit bonus as Mutiris might get a bonus AWP to Vitali as he closes in on GXX's position, but by God, the man is so fast.
A little bit of early damage to lift the rest of his team up, and there's a spot. Early information given over. A headshot nailed. Story dancing in between these angles. He needs help.
This deadly game of rock, paper, scissors. Pistol apparently beats rifle, but will that be replicated again? Often that you get to say that as just toys with him for a little bit, tricks him into a false sense of security, finally executes one Fletcher as he turns around. Synopsy tries to flop the bomb out in the open. The man to deal the dirty, sees the back of Synopsy as he walks onto the site, finds the first for free, but Zeneri shuts him down.
Those 4 spies have netted very little comfort for any team as Roman tucked in towards the corner. He actually lines up a little bit of damage there. Traded out in this aggression. This endeavor continues. Juan Flautro is going to sideline just though. Flash of the Titans and Udrix is going to go for it. It seems like he's inching forward, but he's also getting closed out upon. He still finds a kill. Now a bit of a flank that he could pull through, and there's 1. Can he find 2? Right around the corner. A trade as quick as can be, where he stands right along the corner there, and he's going to go for the fight. He's going aggressive.
Resulted in perfect utility, but unfortunately the rounds have been far from such as Rigon sprays down Mutiris. There's nothing that B&E can do for at least the next 10 seconds. I tell a lie. Ujux could have found a frag onto GXX. It's just to do the dirty instead. Frags flying all over the shot, but heavily favouring B&E is just... He sees too many targets and
no.
This and Nubsy, the BM is... And the power of friendship, you could write a book about it as Ujux not much friendly left it in. Finds another frag. A 2KD is just chunked on in as well. Ujux, he continues the good fight.
Ujux, one thing's for sure. This guy's been playing like a madman, but he still lands a headshot. That's enough. Roman, a quick trade alleviates a lot of stress here. It's all on the back. Zeneri, who immediately lands a headshot. That's promising. And 1 HP close by. That HP, I don't know if it'll cut it, but that certainly will. Roman
has been confirmed. And Synopsy confirms a kill onto him, more importantly, but Ujux biting in every department as GXX. Oh no, the timing eludes him. Ujux is found, but look what happens from a main.
Fast up for now in the meantime, though. Zeneri. Oh my god, Wildflower Tree moves past the smoke and same with Zeneri. Getting stalled out. There's that kit. Grabbed out Justin to land a tripwire, though, and he won't.
As we head into our bit of OT, Synopsy's immediately decapitated as Ujux is still back from cave as Ujux just seems to be everywhere and
lifeline for them as well, GXX, especially when he's wielding it. Kill coming through once more. He doesn't just want to get limited to 1. He will take care of business here. It's just 1 more standing. Roman and just... And actually, they've slipped on by, but no, GXX, he's repositioned perfectly. Now it is.
Goodness, after a string of 1 events,